Ladies and gentlemen, American Jerry and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. Trump's New Jersey rally. Some said 60, some said 80, some said 100. It's irrelevant. Why is it irrelevant? Because it was a big-ass crowd in New Jersey, a blue state. And you know what's wild about it is Joe Biden could never, ever draw that crowd. And when he mentioned Chris Christie, the audience booed. Can you imagine how these haters feel? Mitt Romney, jealous as hell. Lynn Cheney, Biden, all of them, jealous as hell. All right, Trump had Doug Burgum on the plane, the governor of North Dakota, had him do some introductory remarks. It looked like maybe a rollout a little bit, a slow rollout. By the way, I think this is obviously an indicator that Burgum might be the front runner for VP. And let me tell you another reason why I think Burgum might be the front runner for the VP. He's a governor of North Dakota. You don't want to take Scott out of South Carolina, the Senate. The Senate's so close. If he picks Vance, he picks Scott, you know, you're taking somebody out of the Senate. Same thing with Stefanik out of the House. The other thing is Trump's all about money. He's all about money. Burgum's a billionaire. Burgum can help raise money. He also probably sees Burgum, if he's a successful, they're probably already plotting and planning in this pick who will be the heir apparent. And that's very important, obviously. So my guess is his financial significance is a big plus. All right, Trump, he went into his the New York trial today. Cohen is going to testify. And Cohen's going to do what the classic liar says. Oh, I lied about all those other times, but I'm telling the truth now. It doesn't work. He's going to get crucified. Trump's social went up. Trump's worth more than he's ever been before in his life. Pretty wild. All right, restaurants are getting hammered, closing, struggling, especially in the Midwest. Sad. All right, Biden. Can't make it up. Biden's going to have fundraisers with Obama, the Clintons, and Clooney. What's that going to gain him? He might have some money, but people have had enough of this game. All right, Trump hitting good old Joe Biden because Biden's Mother's Day message was all about defeating Trump. You know, can you not pause for 1 minute, Joe, and say something about your moms? Unbelievable. All right, Trump. There's a lot of smoke going around whether Trump's making a deal with a billionaire oil man and what he would do with EV. We'll see. Credit card late fee cap has been stalled. By the way, this is one of the things that I would like to see happen, but it's been stopped. Jeff Bezos bought a piece of artwork for $53 million. As I like to joke, if I ever become a billionaire, I hope I never, ever spend $53 million on a piece of artwork. Think about the message that sends to all of his workers, Amazon workers. I mean, there's just a disconnect. Think what $53 million can do to people, for people. He buys a piece of artwork. Billionaires, I don't know, wired a different way, man. Graduation cancellations going all over the country, all over the place. And Trump is blaming Biden, as he should. By the way, Xavier's got canceled. You can't make this up, folks. There's cancellation. Howard University canceled it in the middle of it. Trump says Haley is not on the short list for VP. Whoever thought that might have been crazy. Trump, the interview that he did with Larry King will not be seen by the jury. U.S. consumers are not very optimistic. It's going the wrong way. Steve Bannon lost his appeal. He's going to be headed off to jail. Joe Biden, he said, enough of this Israel stuff. And guess what? His Secretary of State came out and said very strong anti-Israel comments. So guess what Netanyahu says? He says, we're going to go it alone. And not only that, Musk says hydrogen combustible engine that they're doing. Wild. Hydrogen that you won't need electric anymore. Trump, this is unbelievable. Trump subpoenaed a former prosecutor on the case in New York that said it wasn't a case, and the judge quashed it. BS. Chicken farmers are in trouble. Why? Because Tyson's cutting back. Can you imagine having a contract with Tyson for your chickens, and you're so happy, and you're making a fortune, and all of a sudden, boom. It's the old all eggs in one basket. All right, one tank. You know, Russia usually rolls out all this military hardware. They rolled out one tank. That's embarrassing. Why even hold the parade? And Netanyahu says, screw you, Biden, we'll do it ourselves. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Do not be an unmannerly, debauched bumbally like Jamie Spindley. Be an oracle. Ladies and gentlemen, Americans here in Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters Local News. Whether you live in downtown Cincinnati or anywhere in Cincinnati, it's the wild, wild west. Shooting in Avondale, shooting in Governor Square. There was a shooting, I think, in Clifton too. Crazy. The Boone County Republican Party is a disgrace. All these years claiming that they wanted to have a say. Well, the Liberty folks took over the Boone County Republican Party. And what do? They are partisan in primary elections. It's unbelievable. You know what? There's nothing like those people who bitch, complain. And then when they get in the same position, do the exact same thing they're complaining about. And what's awful about it is nice little photographs of their candidates and bad photographs of the other candidates. Folks, vote for all the candidates with a bad picture. Screw the ones with a good picture. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So in other words, I want you to vote for Ed Massey and company. All right, stabbing in Hamilton. Douglas Cole, 29. Kentucky voters, we've added another 8,500 voters to the roll. Primary is May 21st. Guess what? I'm on the ballot with Trump. Xavier graduation got interrupted by guess who? Palestinian protesters. Doug Evans is going to be tried and held in contempt by the Ohio Attorney General for not cleaning up his site. Quadruple murder man found in Warren County, found guilty on Friday. Train death, very sad. Michael Olson, 35 years old, he's apparently a male, was killed on a train crossing in Walton. And the Kentucky State Police whistleblowers lost their case on appeal. $700,000 reversed. I call bullshit. That's what you get. The Kentucky Court of Appeals are unmannerly, debauched bumballies. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Check me out on ericdeters.com and all the platforms.
Hello again. This is Jamie Spindley with Eric Deters World News. Today's latest headlines. Deadly floods and volcanic activity struck Sumatra, Indonesia, leaving at least 41 people dead. Heavy rains also triggered flash floods and cold lava flows from Mount Mapipa, Sumatra's most active volcano. Canadians evacuated as wildfires ravaged Fort Nelson, British Columbia. Officials described the blaze as showing extreme fire behavior, leading to thousands being displaced. Wildfires also prompt evacuations in Alberta. In other news, Kamirita, a Nepalian mountaineer, achieves a record-breaking 29th ascent of Mount Everest. He surpasses his own record for the most successful climbs of the world's highest peak. And Swiss Eurovision song winner Nemo Metler receives a hero's welcome upon returning from Sweden. Fans celebrate the 24-year-old victory at Zurich's airport with flags, banners, and chants of his name. That's the latest headlines. I will be back tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Americans here in Bulldog Nation, the Reds are headed to the cellar. They've lost 10 out of 11 games. Only won one in San Francisco. lost a tough one yesterday. They're off now to go play the Diamondbacks. FC Cincinnati beat Columbus 2-1. The Nuggets tied things up with the Wolves 2-2, and the Knicks did the same thing with the Pacers 2-2. Michael Phelps' son, you can't make it up, swimming, blew away the competition already. He was born with fins. And the Bengals signed 14 undrafted free agents, including me as a backup quarterback. Georgia's Charlie Condon broke the NCAA record, has 24 home runs. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. This is Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Eric Deters Pop Culture. We're having fun. All right, Steve Buscemi, who I really like as an actor, got the hell beat out of him, punched in the face in New York City, Manhattan. Live living in New York. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, #1. I went to see this yesterday with my son, Parker. You know what? I give it a... Parker loved it. Bill Maher has an interview with Stormy Daniels that contradicts her testimony. Play it to the jury. More and more A-listers are telling secrets about Hollywood. Good for them. Keep telling them. Emily Blunt especially. All the yucky guys she had to kiss. Jerry Seinfeld spoke at the Duke graduation and there were protesters. He didn't even talk politics. Lawrence Taylor, a Democrat, New York Giant, former New York Giant legend, endorsed this weekend Donald Trump. I got a great Lawrence Taylor story for you. I'm going to tell it. This will probably have to be a cut. Once upon a time, I was down in Tampa for a national flag football competition. And one night, me and my buddies went out to one of those gentlemen clubs, all right? And guess who was sitting right next to us? This was a long time ago. Lawrence Taylor. I said, Lawrence Taylor, I idolize you. Will you sign a football for me? I went outside, got the football that we'd been playing with, brought it inside, and got it signed by Lawrence Taylor. I have an autographed football signed by Lawrence Taylor at a gentleman's club about 20 years ago. Guess what I did? I went home and I gave it to my son, and I told him that I saw Lawrence Taylor at the movie theater. I mean, come on. That's the last time I've been in a gentleman's club. But Lawrence Taylor, I got a ball. Isn't that a good story? Yes, it is. All right. Miss USA said she resigned because the atmosphere was toxic. Toxic. Gronk, he spiked the glass. I saw him do it at the Brady roast. Apparently a shard of glass hit a woman in the cheek. Please contact Drake Law. 859-363-1900. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Do not be an unmannerly, debauched bumbolly. Be an oracle like me.